Failed to check your video drive. Oh, I need to update my video drivers. Oh, I'll just rip this off YouTube, off Twitch then. The thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
we have VODs enabled for today.
VODs enabled, so I can just download the VOD.
Tell everyone to be here live, just in case.
whoops. So, hello everyone, and welcome to Twitch 5th edition, which is what was in my head as I was talking to Vampire, because I wanted to shout at Twitch for just being Twitch. And welcome to Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, a TTRPG campaign called Sunkissed. It's not the usual order I do it in, but it's gonna have to do. Unfortunately, we do not have Vandy today. She is with us in spirit and also in the chat. So I expect her to probably shout at me during the cheap cam. Don't forget. Cam?
Cam. Everything looks fine to me.
I think it's okay.
Don't scare the poor man.
Tash is in the right place. Josh is in the right place. I'm in the right place.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. We're all in the right place. The button? No.
Oh, he wants you to record, but I think you missed the memo.
Oh, yeah, I can't record because my video drivers aren't up to date and OBS doesn't like that. So I'm just gonna rip it off Twitch. And if I forget to edit, then all of this will be in it as well. So there you go.
Sorry, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Hi.
I fucked up and forgot to record.
We love your comments.
This is what you're missing out on.
Oh god, some of the comments on YouTube are just like they're so long and in depth, and I'm like, dear God, I don't see this on YouTube very often. What's happened?
It's so good.
How do people care about this so much?
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Like legitimately, we will share YouTube comments in the chat, in the Discord chat.
We post to each other.
Yeah,
it's really sweet.
Is that the colour of Tess's car?
Yes.
No wonder Mac jumped out of it.
No, so so let's talk about that very quickly because I love it. Mr. Matt's comments are awesome. Yes, I will say that for the record, and I won't even edit it out. So this was the original concept for Tess. That is I can't remember her name off the top of the actress's name.
Jessica Biel.
No.
I should wear glasses, and I don't.
Well, she's I think she's I think the actor herself is half Japanese. But that's I think her name is Yuki in Fast and Furious. Suki, thank you. Yes, it's Suki.
Says Mark.
In Too Fast, Too Furious. And that was the original starter concept where I sent Tash a few pictures. I sent Vandy a few pictures. When you add Tess and Tash, Tess and it just.
Back. I'll just legally change my name for you. It's fine.
I appreciate it. But yeah, that was the original concept with the car and the racer and the kind of half Canadian, half Japanese and all that kind of thing. All kind of fit together into a nice kind of visual there. Anywho, should we get into introductions? Let's start off first with everyone joined at exactly the same time because my Zoom crashed. So Josh and Cassius. Hello.
Hello. I'm Josh and Cassius at the same time.
At the same time.
I don't have much to say. Let's get on with it.
Yeah. Well, let's go over to Back and Hydra then.
I am back. I am Hydra. Let's get on with this.
Hell yeah.
I'm really tempted to just be really obnoxious and go for ages.
You do your thing. We're here for the. We've saved time, so you can just go on.
Yeah, it's all my time now.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Tash, and I'll be playing Chrys today. Who's it's going good. Super excited, and I'm gonna plug the fact that I'm GMing tomorrow for the first time, and it's horrible and everything's terrible.
If it's horrible and terrible, why are you plugging it?
Because I want everyone else to suffer too.
Oh, okay.
obviously.
Sure.
So yay.
Well, in that
So-
case, I wish you all the chaos.
No.
Josh, you have a remembrance of chaos.
I blocked it out.
Would
I don't
you
remember
It's
what's
the only way I
actually
can
happened.
survive.
would you like to know what I got last episode?
Go on then.
43 chaos. Still haven't recovered.
So yeah,
At least double that for Tash then.
Yeah,
no, we're
double
not
it.
doing that, thanks.
Yep.
We're being
yeah, we are.
nice because
For every 10, she stays GMing for another week.
Oh god, that would be beautiful. Oof.
that's not happening. Don't tell
No,
EE
it's
that.
not. No.
But it's going to be 40k Black Crusade, but also Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
And we got some interesting characters we're playing, so... And I'm sure I'll get bleed conditions, even though they don't exist in the system we're playing. I'm sure I'll be given them anyway.
I'll find a way.
I was playing when we played Warhammer Fantasy for a session. We did Lord of the Rings, except for we were rats. I got yeah, fucking chaos. Seriously, I got 12 bleed conditions because of chaos, and then
We're playing VTM today.
and then people started donating to give me bleed conditions. Just literally money to give sheepy bleed conditions.
Did you have any blood left?
I was playing Sean Bean.
Oh, so he's got plenty left.
Well,
yeah.
he died. I died like 3 or 4 times and came
Yeah.
back as other Sean Bean characters.
Was one of them sharp?
Yeah, one of them was the GoldenEye Sean Bean for England James.
Oh, nice.
That's how he died. He fell, and I went for England James, and no one got it.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. it's a
Wow.
shame.
Wasted.
Wasted
a
on us.
top tier
Anywho,
reference.
yeah.
Sorry,
I was quite proud
tangent.
of it.
It worked. See, I said I was going to take up loads of time.
Yeah, there we go. And we still we still started earlier than my D&D episode show last Friday. But one of the players was like, because they don't they don't do Twitch and they don't do all those kind of things, like they're not aware of like start times and the need. It was a lot more casual for them. And so one of them was like, I'll be there soon. I'm just helping my mum with something at like 7:10 when we're supposed to start at 7. And I'd been like on the loading screen. I was like, okay, just...
Well, that's just inconsiderate because you're supposed to get together at the same time for the role playing anyway. That's,
Oh, yeah.
just common sense.
But yes, so...
Although I can't talk. I was an hour late, like a couple of weeks ago to a roleplay session.
Yeah.
And I keep on interrupting the introduction of this one, so you know.
No edits. This is what you get on Twitch.
So, last week, we had a fun little meeting between Tess and elder sister, Davine, who is Michael's biologic daughter. And we found out a whole load of things about Michael, which is that he's not a very nice person. And we found out. Yeah, I mean, you know, it was always in question. Like, did he know what he was doing, or was he just kind of like a thoughtless asshole? Turns out he probably knew what he was doing, and he's kind of just an asshole. But it did lead to some interesting conversation between Tess and Davine about Michael and about the past and all those type of things. Once Cassius and Chrys realized that Tess wasn't in danger of burning the place down, probably, that was good enough for them, and they decided to go deal with the Saturday of it all. Because we found out that Saturday is most likely up in the north part of Sunnytown, near the river, in an area controlled by a group called the Blessed. We didn't know much about the Blessed, but they headed back to look through the information on Saturday, just make sure, and then after dropping in on Mac and having a little bit of a freak out when a door opened, I'm still proud of that moment. They brought Mac with them to the Blessed Territory, had a bit of a look around of where Saturday was first found. Didn't really find much there, but did find a club called the Puzzle Box. Mix of club and church and temple and mix of a whole load of things. Really.
Shisha bar as well, I think.
Yeah. Which turned out to be Bounced, the door security at the Puzzle Box, were Russian, probably gangrels. Which, of course, just throwing that in there for whatever. Cassius, did you talk your way through? I think you compelled. You're muted.
Dominate.
You dominated the gangrels. I don't believe you knew that they were Kindred at the time, though.
Nope.
And actually did quite well at it and got yourselves into the club. Had a bit of a wander around, explored the happy area, which is, it's not its official name, but because the players designated it that, I was like, yes, no, that is quite accurate. It's the happy area. They did also go back into, I think it was Cassius and Chrys went back into the atrium.
Yep.
Which was a much quieter, much more like low energy area where everyone was sitting, queuing up, waiting for something. You had to take a number from the desk and they were told to be quiet. I think Cassius took a number and then you left and found Carmela and had a chat with Carmela von Kink, who she talked with the 1, 2, 3 bats, Sesame Street accent, and she basically looked like Elvira, I think, is the big hair and the cleavage and all that stuff. They went to chat with I almost said Elvira. They went to chat with Carmela in her office where she took off the wig and started talking with a regular accent, and revealed that she's basically Ronald McDonald for this place, whereby she's the face, she's the mascot, she's the look and the feel of it all, but she's not actually in charge. The person in charge, I believe, is Bathsheba. Yeah. They did ask to see Bathsheba and the people in charge. Unfortunately, they said no, but they'll be there at the meeting, so maybe meet them then. And at that point, Cassius went off to see who the Baron was that was being mentioned, who was apparently Saturday, who was found walking by himself in the territory of the Blessed, and was taken in and basically given a job, is I think pretty much what they said. And Chrys and Mac went to be awkward in the happy room, and then Mac decided to go and talk to a one of the bouncers.
And Chrys let him.
Yes, that is a very important part of it. Chrys let him, which I think we should.
there are some regrets.
Yeah, I think we should restate that before this happens, because Tasha's probably going to be like, oh my god, why did you... And it's like, well, you let him, so...
She did say not to tell them anything about her. So.
Yes, very true. Okay,
see
so...
how this goes. Because I don't really
think...
know what Mac's going to ask.
Oh, yeah. I think let's start with that, because I enjoy keeping people on tenterhooks, and everyone's going to be annoyed at me that we don't start with Cassius and Saturday.
Oh.
So... in the happy room, Mac wanders up to a... I think you went up to the guy going into the lounge, right?
anyone that looks like a bouncer that stood around?
There's security on the atrium and on the lounge. So either of those people.
I will go to the one on my left, whichever that one is.
Depends which way you're facing. You facing the bar
The
or
first one you said.
the lounge?
The lounge it is.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You want to come in?
No, I would like to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Of course.
Good. Nice to know you speak a bit of English. I'm looking for your boss, not the one here, but
Boss is in back.
no,
Can't
I'm
go
looking,
through. Busy moment.
looking for a bigger one. Do you know?
A bigger boss. There is no bigger boss than my boss.
Well, well, hang on. You guys were hired, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So who hired you out?
The boss. The
That
boss.
one.
The boss. She speak to the boss, and she said, "The boss, I want people."
Oh well, I was under the impression there was like a dog involved or a
There's
Nope.
no dogs.
Pavlov. Does that ring a bell?
Yes.
Just letting that sink in for a second there. Sorry. You familiar with Pavlov?
Yes. You ring bell, dog come and dog eats.
Yeah. How about a Mr. Pavlov? You know, one of those?
I've never missed a Pavlov.
No. Okay. Not particularly useful. So what I'm trying to just clarify here, just to make absolutely certain,
Yes.
is that there isn't another place where you came from and someone hired you out to come here.
I come from Russia. You know Russia?
Right, great. Is that where Pavlov
It's
is?
where I come from. It's not the place I come from.
Right, okay. How'd you feel about Cyclops, by the way?
I prefer Sabretooth.
Really?
Hmm.
Whoa, okay. Do you know that there's a guy around who really likes cycling over, that
Who
end of the
doesn't like
woods?
cycling? It's great for your delts. It's great for your what are the parts down below the knee?
Right, yeah, that makes sense, really. It's good. Okay, well, this has been very useful for me, and
I'm
for
glad
you,
to
I feel.
help. Come back
Good, good.
anytime. You get
Yeah.
discount.
That's good. Is everyone here from the same place? Are you all you bouncers? Anyone else come from?
No, a lot of people here not even from Russia. They live in
Really?
like Sunnytown.
Oh, disgusting. Okay, don't worry, I'll try someone else.
Okay.
I'll try another bouncer.
Okay. Do you want to go up to the other guy on the atrium?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Hello.
How you doing? Hello. I'll cut this quick. I want to make this nice and small and short. Mr. Pavlov, I'm looking for a...
No, I'm not Pavlov.
No, your boss? Mr. Pavlov?
I'm Carl.
Carl. Okay.
Yes.
Not Wolverine.
Who?
Never mind. Okay, fine. Mr. Pavlov, your boss, who hired... Just out of curiosity, you guys are looking really muscly. Where'd you do your training? All your fighting and all that stuff.
You don't train a look like this.
No, you just do?
I just am.
Oh, really? Well, I wake up looking like this. How do I wake up looking like that?
You have to be me. You can't be me.
No. All right, well, I'll figure something out about that. Well, thank you for your time. This has been really useful.
I'm happy to help. Come again.
Nah, no thanks. No. Chrys. Bad news.
Yeah. I think that went great, Mac, to be honest.
Yeah, the incidentally, the club area, like there's some kind of trancey music and stuff. These guys are super loud when they talk, so you definitely heard the first one because it was quite close to you. The other one less so, but you could still hear like vague shouting and then.
Did it go about the same with the other guy?
Yeah, pretty much. No connection to Mr. Pavlov, I see. That is his name, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, good.
You know, that's fine.
I have questions for the man.
I think I have a lot of questions too, but
Yeah, we do. I
why
mean,
do you want to question him?
well, he's hiring out goons to Goblin.
Well, to everyone, pretty like by the looks
Yeah,
of it.
but Goblin's got quite a few, and Goblin right now
Well, we
is like
know of
he's.
did we just only meet like 2?
Well, I don't know. There could be more, but either way, like he's hiring out muscle to the front. Not to the front, but Goblin, and Goblin's taking over the front via mouse. But shh, not so loud.
Yeah, this is like his thing. He did it in London too.
Right. Well, still, I'd like to, ask some questions. London.
Did I not tell you? Maybe I probably didn't tell you.
I don't know much about London. Fish chips, cup of tea. It's what they're into, right?
I don't know. They're from London. Yeah, apparently in London he was doing similar and like hiring out mercs because of what went down over there. I don't really know a lot. I know it sounds awful, so
Chrys,
Maybe you should know a bit more.
just something for Chrys that would probably pass through her head as she's saying this is every time she finds out a little bit, she tends to run away and not explore it any further.
shut up.
I know, just purely because just purely because she said, I don't know that much about it, and she'd
Yeah.
probably think to herself like, because
Maybe
I
I
don't
should find
ask
it.
anything or like look into it.
Well, yeah, I'm working on it, Mac.
Well,
Sort of.
like I was saying with the whole Selene thing, right? Like this dude trains these dudes. Well, sorry, Pavlov trains these dudes to beat. Well, not these ones specifically, but some Russian dudes are trained by Pavlov. They beat people up. You're looking to beat people up. So he's probably a good guy to speak to, right?
No.
No?
No.
No, he's not so good at beating. But he did.
He beat me up, which
Yeah, he did do
mean,
that a little bit.
There's a lot going on with Pavlov right now. For
Really?
me. Eddie.
Sounds pretty simple, really. Like you just need to beat him up and then you'd be fixed.
It's not as just easy as that sometimes, Mac. Not all of us can just magically kill us, like get our sires offed.
Well, I wasn't exactly my choice, but I was kind of like I was really the victim of that. When you think about it, anyway.
Well, same.
Okay, true. Well, maybe we'll go snoop around a little bit. There's not much to figure out, seeing as these guys don't know Pavlov.
Well, I need to
you know.
see Kafka about something else, so I'm probably not asking about this too.
Let's do the mouse stuff first, eh? I want to catch a mouse. We have a rodent problem.
Well, we need to see if Carrion want mouse.
True.
Oh,
And if it's safe to even do so, we'll wait for Cass to have that conversation, because last time I had a conversation without, the group. That. I'll give you a heads up, by the way, on what I got out of that some point, but
Yeah, why? Are you and Clay just like buds now? Or are you wanting to invite him into the coterie? Because you seem to be telling him a lot of info and
okay.
he's not with us.
Here's how it goes. See my notepad here? I'm going to draw you a picture.
Okay.
You see that? You see that?
A heart in a circle because
Well.
someone doesn't wear glasses?
Kind of. It looks a bit like a boob, but in the middle is us, right? And around us is a whole bunch of people that want to screw us over, steal things from us, kill us. You name it, they want to do it. Everyone out there, because I'm a Catholic deep down inside, I refer to them as my friend. Clay's one of those. But you're in the middle bit with me, so, you're okay.
Great.
Makes sense, right?
No.
Just remember, everywhere you look, someone's trying to steal from you, kill you, or do much worse. Except for people that are in the middle, but that's us.
Okay. I mean, that's why I don't really understand why you talk to him a lot.
Well, I needed to know about the guy. Look, the stuff I got from the guy it's not about the info. I took him files on... Let's just go to a quiet corner, okay? We can pretend that we're dancing or something.
But we're not shouting, Mac.
Okay, well, we'll go to a quiet place. Look, the files on the front were on 3 people who are, quite frankly, nobodies. Lovelace likes to run away. Julian likes to better himself. And one guy thinks he's a gangrel, but he might not be. That's all it said in there. I needed to speak to Clay to figure out how Clay is Clay, because the guy's more productive than we are, quite simply. He's orchestrated stuff around town. He's controlling, pulling strings, and I want to know how he does it. So I give him a little bit of juice. He gives me a little bit of stuff. Sure, I told him a few bits. I realized a few things too. So it was helpful. Turns out, don't give away anything about anything you care about. Don't just sip your drink.
Well, I can't drink this, but
No, but just pretend. But look, that's one of the things. But also, look, here's something for you to chew on a little bit, okay? Clay is gonna get married to someone, okay? Whammy. Now, picture 2 people. No, actually, 3 people go to beat up Mr. Hardcastle, right? Hardcastle, sorry. It's the English rubbing off on me. Who benefits from Mr. Castle hiding indoors the most?
depends how useful he was, and it doesn't seem like much.
Yeah, but he's not going to be useful if he's hiding indoors. The thing is, right? Lamia wants to make herself out to be the new Elysium. That's a lot easier to do when Elysium's hiding indoors, ergo, whoever beat up Mr. Castle was doing Lamia a favor.
Or he just looked really weedy.
Maybe, but I don't believe in coincidences, so... Look, I'm saying shit like that, you don't get that from hiding indoors, ordering pizza, and, I don't know, making out with a delivery dude. You gotta get out there and get work done. Speak to people.
Well, fine. I kind of get it. It's like training, kind of.
You gotta get dirty. Sometimes you're gonna get a bone broken, sometimes you'll screw up, but you don't go speaking to people, you don't get anything. I guess it's probably like what you do, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been definitely doing that. I feel like I've done quite well.
You've been training a bit?
Yeah. Did I not tell you I went to see Celine?
No. Did you win?
Celine. Well, no. But I did hit Caber. Which
Nice.
was apparently harder than I expected initially.
Nice. Did he did you break anything or?
No, really not.
But you hit him, right? You hit him good?
Pretty good. Also, she was trying to show me how to turn into basically a rock.
Really? You stay really still and get...
So you can take big hits. You know how I
Oh.
punched her and then she was just like a brick wall? I don't know. I mean, I felt it. You didn't feel it.
Not such a fan of The Rock. I'm more a fan of Wolverine.
Well, both would be cool.
True.
Imagine like a Rocky Wolverine.
That could work. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm very proud of you.
So yeah, I went and had a nice chat and then
Oh, that reminds me. Here's the rest of that cash. I said you get it when you beat a kindred up, but punching one's good enough.
great. And then I can replace a console that I broke.
Okay.
And also I need to buy Selena a bonnet now.
Buy a bonnet.
Do you know anything about bonnets? I mean, you have like an old styly hat, so.
Wait,
Do they have bonnets back then?
yeah, they're normally on top of like an engine.
Like a lady's bonnet.
Oh. Yeah, no, wrong period, I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah, well.
Tess might know.
Yeah,
She's
no.
like in fashion stuff.
I'll ask Tess.
I mean, I know about jackets, know about, a few hats, a little bit about underwear, not too much, but.
I don't really want to know about your underwear, Mac, thanks.
Oh, okay.
I've seen way too much
That's all
than
right.
I want to see.
I ain't wearing any.
I don't want a reminder.
So, should we, want to get a drink?
I want several.
You want to what, sorry?
I want several drinks, but I can't not here.
Well, we find someone drunk round the back.
Okay, well,
I ain't really thirsty, but, it could be fun.
it's getting a bit later right now. So, where is Cass?
I don't know. Let's, I'm happy to just sit there ominously waiting for him if you like.
Are you gonna steeple your hands?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Chrys. Mac went to talk to two very obviously Russian bouncers, one of whom you heard talking and very clearly knew the name Vasya.
Knew the name Pavlov.
Apologies, yes, you knew the name Pavlov. The other one, less clear. But it's a good opportunity if Chrys does want to do actual... All I'm saying is it was very clear to Chrys that Mac did not do a great job of
Yeah, I am
asking
considering
questions and...
sitting him in a corner and.
I'm just wondering if you'd like to try it yourself. Oh, well, if Chrys would like to try it herself.
Yeah, Mac, why don't you keep an eye on the door, I guess. I'm just gonna see if I can try again with the dude,
They don't know
Maybe-
who Pavlov is. Well, they do, but not the right one.
Well, maybe we'll see if maybe he just doesn't like men with hats inside. Some people think it's rude.
That's true, Goblin didn't like Mancavians.
That's not what I said, but
I told
could
you,
also be true.
I'm a victim. All right, have fun.
Okay. And I'm gonna go over to the first guy who was by the lounge, right?
Yeah.
This is so awkward. Hi, bud.
First off, I'd like to apologize to everyone for my accent. Anyone who's Russian. He looks down, because obviously, big dude, Chrys quite small, like leans in very slightly and says, Privyet, Mladshaya Sestra. Sorry. Does Chrys speak Russian?
Chrys does not speak Russian.
Okay.
In English, friend.
Hello.
Hello. What was that?
That was Russian.
Well, I know it's Russian, but what does that mean?
It will be a low difficulty for certain reasons which you are not aware of, but give me a charisma persuasion.
This is not gonna really go well anyway.
Yes. Sheepdog does also. You can read or none. My advice is find the textbook, a dictionary, and you will find out what it means.
Well, that's rude. Just coming over to say hi and probably apologize for my friend.
It is alright.
I don't think he got your name.
Nenashev Maxim.
It's a very interesting name. I'm Chrys. Hi.
Is Chrys' full name?
No.
No. You are Chrysanthia. Chrysanthia Hart.
No, who said that?
Vasya said that. Most of us know you.
What?
Is why I greeted you how I greet you.
Great. Super wonderful.
Do you need any help? Do you need anything?
Um,
They are treating you good here, yeah?
Yeah, they're treating me great. Where's Vasya? I want to say hi.
He is not in town yet, but he is coming.
Do you know when? Do you know where he's gonna be?
I think after meeting. And he's coming to see you, so...
Great. Super.
Are you doing good?
No.
You adapting to the life, yes?
No. I'm not doing great right now.
Well, if I can help, just let me know. I will do what I can.
Why has Vasya told you guys all about me and not me about you? Why is he just like... just left me here?
What do you mean?
Well, you got to hang out with him, right? And
Yes.
chat and not just hate him, basically. And he just sort of...
Wait, do you hate him?
Probably. Why wouldn't I? Well, he's really mean.
Why would you?
The really mean thing that I said.
No, sorry, I don't really Wait, what is the mean part?
What? Well, why? I'm confused.
And me also.
Can we sit down?
There's not really. I need to stand on door. Yes, we can. Come. And he like guides you to a chair.
No, sit. So, how long
Just a
have you
note
been?
for Mac as well, because he left the door, so you know.
So, how long have you been of the night?
3 years.
And like, so did you stay with him for ages? And did he teach you how to turn into an appropriately sized animal?
He did teach, but once I was turned, I started to serve. So I served in Moscow, and then in Chechnya, and then I come here about 6 months.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Why?
Just never been to Russia. This is a lie, but also she's never been to Russia, and she's trying to. She's overshared a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Vasya's okay. Deep breaths. So he's gonna come into town, hang out. after the meeting?
He is very busy with work.
Mm-hmm. With his mercenary work, yeah.
Well, yes.
Well,
It's
He
probably why he has not come to see you before.
what did he say about me?
He says, look after you, act as if you were him, so do what you say, thing like that. I mean, not everything, obviously, but, respect. Give you respect, yes.
Cool. How do you guys get in contact with him, or is it just whenever he turns up?
He contacts us, we go, we get assigned a job, we go, we do a job. Currently, I am guard. I guard door, which I am not currently doing. But I should.
I mean, you can see the door from here.
I can see door.
So, I bet you could get.
He's got like he's fairly meatheady in nature, but you could see like vague worry crinkles of like, you know, like he's paying.
Should be at the door.
Well, no, more like he's worried that Chrys is like upset.
I was really tempted for a minute to roll frenzy, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I did also wonder, but
I mean, if you need to, can I call you something shorter than Nanashev Maxim?
Max.
Or Max, cool. If you need to get back, I need to process this information because.
Did you not know any of this?
Vassia deigned not to mention it to me. And I'm sure he had a great reason, which I will find out.
Well, he is not very experienced in being a thing. You know.
No.
I don't know what in English.
Sire? Good person?
Maybe.
Teacher? I don't know. What's the word in Russian? I'll Google it.
I don't know what. Give me a sec. Otets.
Otets. And I would like to Google that, please.
Sure.
Sheepy.
As in, you want me to tell you what it means?
Yep.
Father.
Oh, so.
Would you also like to Google what he said before?
Yeah. But maybe I'll do that after I've finished talking
Okay.
to him. Yeah. Okay. I can tell, Max, that he's not very experienced. So you guys, you've been like hired out like through the city, right? I obviously I met Vlad and Ivan already. And there's you guys here, which is great. Do you know, like, is there more of us around?
Us, like...
Us from Vassia around?
There's none from Vassia. Vassia does not have.
Is Vassia not your?
No.
Okay.
Mine died 2 years.
I'm sorry.
It is part of job. It is good work, but it's dangerous.
Is it safer here than Chechnya?
He just laughs and nods.
I've not been, so yes. Well, this is great. And I think I need to leave now.
Okay.
So you have fun guarding that door, doing a great job, Max. And I will maybe chat to you later.
Feel free to come visit. It's always good to see. I'll go back to the door.
Have fun.
Have a good night.
I'm gonna go just flop on the sofa next to Mac.
Mac, did you hear any of that? Or were you observing that at all?
I would have been observing. I'm happy. I would have mainly been just looking at the way Chrys was acting and behaving and the things she was doing.
Okay.
Can I roll like maybe just an intuition to see like what state she looked to be in during the conversation?
Sure.
But not necessarily to listen. I feel like in a club it would have been wits insight.
Yeah.
Just to sort of like
speciality, obviously.
Yeah, just if like she seemed surprised by it, or if she was.
Yeah, you noted surprise and confusion being the main things. One of the main reasons I didn't ask Chrys. I
wouldn't have been like particularly quiet.
Oh yeah. But one of the reasons I didn't ask you to frenzy is because I don't think there's a frenzy roll for confusion.
Well, there was
Which
the
was,
whole
I think,
great.
oh yeah. But I feel like the main thing was like the main kind of emotion that was just jumping over the anger and the was just it was like a
what?
confused angry as opposed to kind of like the.
Don't understand. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna flop on the sofa next to Mac and cover my face.
And Max goes back to the door and stands on it. Chrys, just very quickly, roll me wits insight.
Wow.
A crit? Nice. That's a messy crit? I don't really think...
she really wants to drink from one of these alcohol people.
Yeah, you're not that hungry, but the frustration and confusion is kind of putting a little edge on the hunger. And it's kind of like the feeling when you feed, that kind of like losing yourself in the sensation and losing that hunger, and it's a great way to distract you from problems. So I'm not that will be the thing to keep in mind for Chrys going forward from here is the temptation is there currently. But with that crit, that is a 5, pretty good. You realize that when he was talking to Mac, he was very weird and dumb. When he was talking to you, he was serious and he was a bit more fluent, a bit more thoughtful, and a bit more intelligent. And you think back to the other, it may be something that they put on to seem more
suspicions.
Like little bit of kind of overacting or acting the part of like a big dumb brute type thing. Or maybe not. Maybe
So, hard work, was it?
That was a trial. Yeah, that was a trial.
Yeah, looked like it was stressful. Like, the guy likes Sabretooth. You know Wolverine kills Sabretooth, right?
No, I didn't know that, Mac. I don't read a lot of...
Well, it's good for you anyway if the two of you get in a scuffle.
Me and Max were bros now, so probably not a problem.
Really?
Do you want to Google what he said before?
Yeah.
It's Privyet
What you googling?
Mladshaya Sestra, which I butchered, of course, because I don't speak Russian, but it means hello, little sister.
I thought it did.
Yeah.
But Chris did not. No, obviously.
Wait, so he's your bro, right? So
Yep,
he is related to Pavlov?
Bros like we're bros, Mac. You know, it's a turn of phrase.
Did he know Pavlov?
Yeah.
That dick.
You know, it's just a gangrel thing, probably.
Right, from now on, you speak to gangrels. I don't like them. Except you. I like you. You're nice.
Thanks.
I don't trust them. They're sneaky. Except you. You're still nice.
Okay. Well,
So
I
is
think
that
that's-
like a... The guy's a good liar. I didn't detect that.
Mac, you wouldn't have picked up because you were focusing on Chris. You didn't pick up him,
Yeah.
being different as well.
I was just thinking from his time talking to him, he didn't pick up on that, but not necessarily was looking for it or expecting it.
Yeah, he wasn't looking for it or anything, so... Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Okay, so gangrels. Connected. We gonna go see Pappy?
Not right now, Mac.
No? She
No.
can come see us?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, he is.
cool.
I need to learn some Russian sweat.
I can
And-
Google that.
I'm doing. Let me do it. My phone. God.
Okay. So?
Uh,
Productive
So?
still, yeah?
You know, probably more productive than I meant to be, but
Oh, this could be good. You know, if like Goblin did make a move on us on the front or on anyone, you know, technically you're gonna have your bros coming after you. So you know, maybe they might go easy on the punches.
yeah.
I'm just saying, if the mouse thing goes downhill, then you know someone's gonna punch someone.
I don't know if and this is Chris not really wanting to tell Mac. I don't really know if everyone knows, you know. They know Vasya Pavlov. You know Pavlov.
Okay.
That's his name. And we'll see how it all goes, because right now I just need some drunk person. So
Sure. But if they don't know that they've got family in town, you should probably tell them. We could go back to Goblin. You could say, "Hey, bro, how's it going?" I bet the guy. I bet he doesn't even like cycling.
maybe not. Maybe he thinks Wolverine's great, but I don't really think that I care about his comic book opinion. Really? What are we talking about?
I want to go deal with the mouse thing. This place is giving me the willies.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just wait for Cash and then skedoodly.
I think I need to go punch something.
Yeah, we can do that if you like.
I am a grown person, Mac. I couldn't
True.
do that. Unless you want me to punch you, in which case that
Sure.
would be a wee thing.
If you want to.
Considering it. Maybe later. We can't really leave
Chris.
Cass here. Sheepy.
How, I guess the question here is, that would be a distraction,
It would be really good.
and I don't think it's not a frenzy roll. I think it would be Would you like to put it to a roll, or would you like to just?
I think it's because she's had the messy crit, so she's hungry, she's stressed, and would like to punch something. But we also don't really want to leave Cass, so I think
You also have Mac in
roll
your
would be
ear
fair.
saying, we could go, like we did last time. I can give someone a headbutt, you can save me. It was pretty impressive. I mean, I can help this time if you like.
I think for this kind of like custom roll thing that we're doing here, probably composure and resolve would make sense. So if you can't roll that together, then it will be 6 dice.
I can roll that together.
Okay, there we go then. It's tempting, but you don't have to if you don't want to. If you're worried about Cassius especially, then
Yeah, it's we don't know these people really, Mac, and this whole vibe is very weird, and I don't really want to leave Cass here.
True. Let's wait to see if he gets in a fight first, because that might solve both of our problems.
That would be great. That would be really helpful.
Okay,
Well, kind of not helpful.
Okay, well, he's in the booth place, so we'll keep an eye on it. If there's a scuffle, we join in. Problem solved.
Let's just stare at the door to the atrium.
Okay. So, and incidentally, that will also count for your, like, trying to resist being distracted by wanting to eat someone. So, again, you don't have to do that. However, as we go off to a dark, slightly dry ice, smoky room with what you can see is Cassius. We go back to where we left off, which is a kind of weird medical looking table, like almost like a traction bench or something, with like there's what appears to be maybe a body on it or something, kind of covered in maybe silk or something like that, like a shroud over it, and then a person on your side of the table, kind of back to you, listening intently to a person in kind of like a suit and top hat and
tails.
yeah.
Mm.
And like you could see, you don't have like the darky vision, do you? The seeing
No.
the dark. In that case, roll me wits. Is it wits awareness? Would be for kind of visual. I think. Yeah, let's go wits awareness. See if you can like make it out immediately. Because he does also have like a fringe down and
3.
yeah, I think that's that's enough. So you can see that it looks like Saturday, like he's got the kind of emo fringe thing coming down. And so my first question is, are you, because you dominated the person at the reception.
Yep, to let me in.
To let you in, so you could just walk in. So you don't have to kind of like burst through the door or anything. Are you kind of opening it quietly and slipping in to observe, or are you?
Yep. His what he'd like to do first is observe and get an idea of whether, like, his main question is A, is this definitely Saturday, and B, is Saturday safe?
Okay. Well, it's definitely Saturday.
Right.
Based on what you looked. And as you watch, you can hear a kind of like very raspy, hissy voice. Kind of. The best way to describe it is coming out of the body under the shroud. But it's kind of disconnected, so there's no movement from the body under the shroud. It's just like, it has a slightly otherworldly quality. And it's saying like, yes, the money that I left was under the rights side of the bed, you know, kind of thing. And then the it's like a slightly shorter, older lady, and she's asking questions like, you know, are you happy where you are? And it's like, yes, it is not so bad. And it's like, she's very clearly emotional and high strung, and all through this time, like, Saturday is just standing there, like, with his hands slightly outstretched. How long do you want to leave this?
He's going to, like, unless it's an unreasonably long amount of time, like over 5 minutes.
Oh, definitely go over 5 minutes, yeah.
Because wait a bit longer.
Yeah,
like if it gets to 10 minutes, then he's gonna butt in.
Yeah, I mean, when you were there before, there were like a few people there with tickets and stuff, but no one came out while you were waiting. So you could take from that this is, and you can probably guess what this is. You know, just from hearing her talking to this like disembodied voice.
Yeah,
it's like a seance. It's like people come here to contact their lost loved ones, and, you know, make sure that they're okay, and, you know, they ask questions about like inheritances and you know, the truth about certain things, and they come looking for closure. So it does go on for more than 10 minutes if you let it go that long. And it's you know, all detailed. It's like she's asking loads of questions. Some of them are inane and stupid. Some of them are like, you know, much more personal and all that type of thing. And through all of it, like, Saturday doesn't move.
Okay. He's going to very gently go up to the old lady and touch her on the shoulder and look her in the eye and just say, I'm glad to see that this is helping you, but would you very kindly wait to the side for a minute?
Are you...
I am dominating her.
Okay. I don't... Does she need to do a roll? Because she's not expecting it or
Unprepared mortals.
Yeah, unprepared mortals.
I don't think I need to do a roll against.
It's a rouse check though, right?
No, this is the first level.
Oh, okay. So it would be something along the lines of like weight.
Yeah,
like
weight.
That's the one you kind of put the power of the blood into.
I put the emphasis on that one.
Okay. So she kind of like, when you touch her on the shoulder and you start talking, she kind of looks up. She's a bit surprised. She's kind of like gathering her wits to say something, and then as your influence, as the like the power of your blood starts kind of like influencing her, she like relaxes, her eyes go unfocused, and she like takes one step back and just stands.
And then I basically take her place and say, Saturday?
At that point, Saturday's like arms go down, and there's like maybe 3 or 4 seconds where his head is just kind of slightly down and his arms are down, and then he kind of looks up. Cassius?
I have been looking for you since. I don't know if you heard about Winnie.
Yes. I did.
He said to look after you. And now that I've found you, you seem to have found a place, but I just wanted to know if you're okay.
is not perfect here, and I can't say it is where I would have chosen to be, but it is nice to get away from all the death and killing.
Yeah. What happened that night? Because I remember that he went out with you and then he didn't return with you. And then we didn't hear anything. So I was worried.
It was a difficult job. The family was not supposed to be there. And I panicked. After that, I wanted to get away for a while. And Winona said I could take some time. And then everything happened and I didn't know where to go. And then I was picked up in not far from here as I was wandering around trying to find myself. And then I just went with it. I did not hear for a few days that Winona was gone. And then I found out. And I have been sad. And I did not intend to do this. But it is nice to use what I can do to help people. In a way. Maybe it is penance?
Well,
I just don't like these people.
you don't like them? What don't you like?
I don't like the way they do this with the...
It's a sham, from what I've seen.
I don't know too much. What I was worried about for a while was somewhere to hide and somewhere to be safe. And
We could have given that to you if you'd come back. We still can.
I do miss my home.
We have been in your room.
This is okay.
If you don't like it here, then tell me what you need and I'll get you out. You can come with us, or if you really want, you can go somewhere else. But I will do whatever it takes.
How's the others? Chrys and Tess, are they still alive?
Yes, they're still alive. As for how they're doing, they're fine. Mostly. Dealing with various problems that come with our condition.
Well, in terms of what I would like and what I need, and I just need somewhere to recover. I need to be not bothered, and I would like to help people. I would like to to make up for that last job.
I have a place where you won't be disturbed. I have someone that is a considerable amount more experienced in doing what you appear to be doing. I like begin to peek under the
Yeah. You look under the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a desiccated mummy. So it seems to have gone through at least partly the process of mummification, and like you're not an expert or anything. It looks old.
Old dead body.
Yeah.
At least it's not smelly.
No, it's as clean as it could be.
I can give you that place and that mentor for as long as you need. And I can give you a way to help people.
I would like that.
And it will be your own.
Plus, it would be nice to be back with family. I know that here I do this, but these people are strangers. I know we did not talk at all, really, before everything happened, but Winona was like a father to me.
And me too.
Well,
I owe him everything, so I can only pay it back by helping you. So, what comes next?
I do not think they will let me leave. I am too useful for their followers, for their supplicants. You may have to talk with them. Maybe make a deal. I do not want to put you out. But
I'm not averse to making an enemy today. Could just bust you out. Although
the guards would be a problem.
Would be a problem.
Do you have anyone else here with you?
Yes. Got 2 friends.
If you would like to make a dash for it, I am willing to go. But you should maybe talk to them first before we commit.
Yeah.
I can muddle through here, if you like, for a time.
Keep doing your job here. We'll figure something out. And I'll be back as soon as I possibly can.
Okay.
I'm glad I found you.
I'm glad you came for me.
He taps the old lady on the shoulder and just kind of breaks her out of it a little. I'm sorry I interrupted. And then leaves.
Okay. So you head out. The kind of talking starts happening again. She acts pretty much like nothing really happened. And you head out and close the door. And do you just want to head straight?
He's going to be pretty casual about it. He's going to walk out of the atrium. He's going to look for there's only one way in and out of the atrium, right?
Yeah, there's a guard on the atrium. As you go through the atrium, you've got your stamp as well. There's a guard on the to the lounge as well, and then there's the bouncers on the front door. 2 on each side. And then as you leave, there's probably the receptionist calls the next number.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to happen there is she's gonna send someone in, and they're not going to be ready, and it's gonna like Saturday will be like, oh no, it's fine, like something happened, blah blah blah. He'll explain it away.
Yep. Okay, that's fine by me. Yep, I go and find Chrys and Mac.
Chrys and Mac are on the couch. Chrys is full body thrown over with head down, like shouting, well not shouting, but mumbling out through pillows, basically. And Mac is, looking very slightly frustrated, but you're not sure with what.
I guess.
Probably Russians.
How's it going?
Hey.
Hi.
You two, look alive. Found him.
It is Saturday?
Yep. He wants to leave, and we're going to help him.
Good.
Great.
Yep.
Is it a problem?
Probably won't want him to leave, so we have two options. Bust out ASAP, or make a deal. Which I'm sort of tired of at the moment.
You say the words bust out, I'm down.
I'm
Either
raring to
meaning,
go.
doesn't matter.
Like, if we need to, but let's do that.
Only problem is I count 1, 2, 4 guards between him and the exit. 6.
Well, there's 4 at the exit and then 2 inside.
Right.
Very minor consideration. And far be it from me to be, voice of paranoia within the group, but with an impending meeting in, 2 days, 3 days? Best timing, worst timing? What do you think?
And you think the meeting will go awry if we piss off?
Well, I don't know. He's one of ours anyway. It's not like we're kidnapping one of theirs, He's returning home. Well, this was his home, actually, so damn.
Well, he wants to leave, so...
Yep.
Okay, I'm just saying, anything that comes with it reputation-wise is to be considered, but personally, I'm down for busting him out. Are there any windows?
Is there a sneaky way, or should
Gotta be
I chat to the guys?
I mean, from what you guys have seen, there's the upstairs, there's the atrium, and then there's through to the lounge. None of you have been through to the lounge, but it's kind of like a big... It's a fairly big stone building. There are some windows, but they're, like big glass windows. Anyone like you could jump through the window, but you could also just go through the door, kind of thing. Both would actually, one would be less obvious.
Oh no.
Would you like to catch Cass up on what's been going on vis-a-vis Wolverine and Cyclops?
I could probably just chat to Carl and Max, and it'll be fine, Cass, because everything's great out here.
Family.
Oh, I thought there was something I was missing.
Carl, Max.
You know them.
Mm-hmm. Apparently
Can
so.
you get them to take a quick break?
Maybe.
I mean, you might as well wave a little flag being like, hey, I took him, but I like it. I mean, I'm just saying, like, the boss is going to come out and be like, where were you two? Why weren't you two on the door? Oh, we went for a walk because this person told us to. Oh, gee, I wonder who took Saturday.
I mean, I'm not worried if they figure it out.
True. I'm not either. I'm just pointing out the holes in the plan, It doesn't matter if they're good holes or bad holes.
No, that's true.
Well, I'll talk to Carl. I don't know the guys on the door yet, but let's be honest, they probably know who I am. So...
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about this later.
Uh-huh.
Would you like me to make a scene?
I mean, you're here, aren't you?
Oh, I'm talking a big scene. Would you like, a little drama?
We'll try Chris's way first.
Plan B, then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll call that Plan B.
Are we doing this or?
If you think we can do it now.
No idea, frankly.
Well, Chrys, you wanted to beat someone up. This is the perfect opportunity. If it goes wrong,
If they
then
don't let us go, then it's fine. We'll just have a fight.
No time like the present.
look, he's one of us, right? You got to send a message. People be keeping prisoners. Some of them don't want to be here. He belonged to, he didn't belong to a no-no, but you know what I mean. He's part of the family.
He's
So,
ours.
exactly. If they're holding him hostage and we're doing nothing about it, what's that say about us?
Hostage is a bit strong, but he doesn't
Well, if they
want to be
won't
here.
let him leave, then
Has he asked to leave
Prisoner?
yet? Like, maybe the asking first would be...
We either do one or the other. We either ask or we break it.
Up to you. I'm not the brains. I'm just...
well, we can just try and leave. And if they stop us, we'll say we're leaving. And if they try really stop us, we sort it out.
You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Just confidence in it. Let's do that.
I mean, these guys are like trained killers, right? I mean, I'm not bad, but
We'll find out, I guess.
you reckon your family are gonna listen? You give them a little elbow, nudge, nudge, and say this is how it is.
I'll ask Carl, shall I?
Yeah,
You mean
go
Max?
ask him.
Because Max was on the lounge door, but Carl was on the...
Ask all of them.
Right? Because Mac went to speak to the one on the left, which was the lounge, which was Max, and didn't get his name, and then went to Carl.
Was the
Right?
other one called Carl?
Yep.
I didn't think I gave another name for him. Okay, yeah, then yes.
Sorry.
Look, I'm ready. You just tell me what to do. I'll follow with you.
I was doing
Does,
something.
Does Saturday have anything in his skill set that could, like if he could turn into a mouse or something and put him in your handbag, that would be useful to know.
I didn't ask.
It's going to be a bit difficult to bust in there, but if he does, like some people turn invisible people, He probably would have said if it was something he could do, right?
His main skill set seems to be talking to dead people.
Oh, that makes
Oh.
3 of us. Nice. Welcome to the club. We should get t-shirts.
Maybe that would be a little masquerade issue.
Well, Bruce Willis did it first.
Yeah, but that's a film.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know if Bruce Willis sees ghosts, Mac. To be honest, maybe he does.
Look,
Maybe he does.
concentrate. We need to fix Saturday.
You guys go in, bring him out. I'll talk to Carl, and if it becomes an issue, it's an issue. Then, okay, maybe yes, no, ideas.
I mean, okay, here's another
Talk to
one.
him first.
I got a jacket, I got a collar, I got a hat. You
Chris
give those
walks off
things
the
to
boat.
Saturday. He walks out the door. No one sees his face. I sit there at the table with a hood for a bit. I pretend to be emotional. And then after a while, I get bored and I just leave. And they're like,
He
what are
seemed
you
pretty
doing here?
chill, actually. Surprisingly.
Okay, well, I can do chill too.
Costume change. Okay, yeah, sure.
Like,
Okay.
you give him a hat, you give the man a collar. Don't just think it's me. How tall is he? I don't remember. Rough build?
I do compared to me, like...
Yeah, he's about the same size of you, but much skinnier.
Okay, give him my jacket, give him my hat, let him walk out the door. Just have him shuffle, like I do.
I'll distract Carl, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll just come out 5 minutes later, just casual. I got a spare hat in the bag. No, I don't, but I'll find one.
Okay.
You'll get it back if you join us later. So
Let's do a costume change. See how that works.
I like it. What could go wrong?
Loads.
And then maybe, Chris, you could, converse with the guards as we walk through, so they're paying a little bit of less attention.
Well, am I talking to Carl or am I talking to the door guards? Because
Whichever one's gonna notice more. Well, both. Maybe do one, then the other, Do one, we go through, then go speak to the other one. We go through.
sure.
I'll leave
I
it
got
up
it.
to you.
I'm gonna go do that now. Then, okay? You
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
now?
Yep. Let's go do this.
And I'm gonna walk over to Carl, but I'm gonna stand so that he like has to turn away from the door a little bit to talk to me.
Okay.
Hi, Carl.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's a good day.
It's a good day. Good. So I just met Max for the first time. That you friends with Max?
I know, Max.
He was just chatting to me about, our friend Vassia. Like trying to get them to go through the door.
Yeah. Are you both going through?
Do we need a ticket?
No.
There's a ticket person. No? Okay.
We don't need a ticket.
Right, cool, let's do it. How many people are here
Chrys.
waiting?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me
I'm the worst for this.
a manipulation subterfuge.
The thing I have, like,
Would you like to know how many dice that is, guys?
I'm guessing it's 1.
It is 1.
Yeah!
I got 100 dice.
You got a success though. Damn.
Damn.
Nice.
In that case, I was just going to have it be a thing, but I will take a dexterity stealth from both of you to get past this guy. He is distracted enough to allow you a roll to try and get through. Basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
You're allowed to roll.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna rouse check.
Oh.
I get hungrier.
You get hungrier.
But I do get an extra dice, which
You
is
do get
much
extra
needed.
dice. Would you like to reroll? You got 2
I should
there.
probably re-roll, yeah.
Yeah, you can reroll 2.
That's 2 successes.
Okay. Oh. You slip through. Both of you. As Chrys is still talking to him.
So you like saber tooth?
Oh god, I'm now I have to keep up with the different likes and dislikes. I can't remember.
I was just
I can't.
giving you a
Yeah, I know.
comic conversation. Even if it's the wrong guy,
Well, Sabretooth.
it's going to be a conversation.
Yeah, Sabretooth is Carl. Sorry, is Max. I can't
Okay,
remember. I
well,
can't remember what Carl said. I think Carl
it'll
said.
be-
I don't think Carl knew about Cyclops actually.
I don't know, but Mac had mentioned Sabretooth, so it's more of a distraction conversation rather than an actual
Yeah. No.
continuity question.
Yeah. Carl doesn't actually know X-Men or comics or anything, so I like Sabretooth.
And the films, what year?
Film? What film? Yeah, I don't think he has been in film.
Was it not in the remake film of the, with the Phoenix, and then was that the Young X-Men? This is the conversation whilst those two are doing their bit. Sure, it was in a film out of character.
Well,
I'm Googling this.
So Cassius and Mac.
Yep.
Are you just going because obviously there's the girl on reception, and your compulsion, your dominate, only lasts for that kind of bit.
What do we do, Cash?
So how are you approaching this part?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's gonna go up to the girl and say, "Hi, I dropped something in there, I think. Let us in, would you?"
Okay. That will be a I can't remember off the top of my head.
The dominate roll?
Yeah.
Yes. It's versus her intelligence resolve. That is my charisma dominate. I'm
And you
gonna
get an
rouse.
You don't need to rouse again because it's still the same scene. When you rouse, it's not for the roll, is it? It's for the scene.
Oh, what, to get the extra dice?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you
Okay,
don't.
cool.
I'm pretty sure you don't have to. I can check it really quickly, but I'm pretty sure it's the rouse is for like the scene. It's not for like a roll.
Okay.
So I'll just
don't know.
double check that very quickly.
I'll be happy with that decision.
Honestly, it makes more sense for me, so I'm tempted to just say that's how it is. But I'll check as well. Rousing the blood. To make a rouse check. On a success, vampire change. Any hunger game is added after the desired effect. As long as the roused die is clearly distinguishable. It doesn't actually... Wait, does it not say?
Ooh.
Oh, this is just talking about rousing. This isn't talking about the actual thing. You know what? Let's not waste time. I'm going with what I say because it makes sense. So you don't have to make another rouse check. And these I can't remember what it's called in specifically, but the buff,
bonus die thing.
Yeah.
Blood buff thing.
the blood buff. I'm gonna say lasts for a scene, which
Okay.
is super useful for you guys because our scenes last about an hour each.
Yeah. Half a session.
Okay. I got an X.
Oh, and she needs to roll her. Would you like to reroll that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blimey.
2 successes for her.
No. I got 2 successes as well.
And on a draw, the victor goes the player. So she kind of glazes over and yes, of course. Please go ahead.
I tap Mac on the arm and just like hurry him through.
I've been trying to find someone that can do that. Jeez. We need to talk later, but
Sure. No, I lead him through. I'm assuming there's
It
a
hasn't
dead
been
body.
that long. The old lady is
Yeah.
still in there. Well, elderly lady, not old.
Oh yeah, the fucking old lady.
And they're still like, the talking, and Saturday's taking his position up. But this time when you come in, he like, it kind of cuts off like the, and he looks up.
I'm gonna say to the old lady again, I am so sorry, but if you could wait over there.
Yeah. I'm tempted to have her do but she succeeded last time.
It depends on how impatient she's become. I
No,
guess.
she's not expecting it, in general. So I'm gonna say it's the exact same situation. She's like gearing herself up to complain or protest, and then you dominate her, and she kind of
Thank you so much.
and steps away.
Baron,
Yes.
we're gonna do a quick costume change. You two, swap clothes. You're going to walk out of here with us.
But how will your friend? He will be kept here in my stead, yes?
I'll just walk out 5 minutes later and tell the old lady to, suck a lemon.
You will be wearing my clothes. They will stop you.
Oh, don't worry. I'll just wear like my t-shirt underneath. It's fine.
I do not understand.
Does Mac wear a vest?
I gotta look. I don't beat wives, okay, but I'll wear the uniform.
Whatever. As long as
Don't
it
judge,
works.
man. It is very cold at winter.
Here's my question. Are you putting on Saturday's clothes?
So I'm basically giving him my jacket and my hat to like scrunch up and walk out. And so I'll have a shirt on still.
All right.
So I'm going to stay in there with the old lady for however, like a minute while they go.
Yeah.
Just so it's not obvious that that's me, and then I'll just leave a minute later and find out what to do with the old lady.
Okay. In that case, you switch over quickly, and in a moment, Saturday is ready to go. He is hunched up in Mac's jacket, and he's got the hat on, so like he actually kind of tucks his hair under the hat, so you can't even see like the fringe. Because that is actually one of the things people recognize him for, because you know.
Yeah, that's what I've been going around.
Yeah.
No, the guy with the fringe.
Guy with the fringe. So if he gets the fringe away, people can see more of his face. They don't really recognize his face because
I'll give him my glasses too. I'll give him the glasses, and I'll take a negative to perception tests.
Wait, Mac wears glasses? I didn't know that.
They're probably fake, but yeah.
Okay, so what we'll need going out, as Chrys is still distracting, is a dexterity stealth test from both Cassius and Saturday.
Can I do a charisma performance to basically act casual and make it look like we just went in, we went out, we did what we were supposed to do?
You could, but you wouldn't be able to walk with Saturday because Saturday is going to be sneaky.
He's going to be sneaking. Right. Okay.
Like Saturday is trying to diminish his presence and trying to...
Right.
You know, what you would be doing is you'd be increasing your presence in a kind of, I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm very confident type way. So they would clash against each other.
Can I go ahead of him and use that to like distract? Like draw attention to myself?
You could, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to activate?
He's going to come out and do the thing that he saw that woman doing when he first saw her come out of the atrium, like, oh my god, thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah.
Except without the crying, because that would leave blood on his face.
Yeah, you'd have to. And you do get an extra dice.
Yeah, that's his plan. Fucking.
Would you like to reroll that?
Yes.
This is an unfortunate day for Josh and for Cassius.
7 dice? Oh my god. It's like me resisting all.
Yeah. He's a fucking really he's supposed, never mind. he draws too much attention to himself, clearly. Oh my god, you really helped me. Wipes tear.
Yeah, she does say wipes tear. Well, what this does is it makes it harder for Saturday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how Saturday does.
We will. Jesus Christ, Saturday.
The difficulty was like upped a bit, but it's still not super high. So like there's kind of like a few people look up as you do your performance. You may need to go visit an old. You may need to go visit a friend and get some tips on acting.
Yeah. I'm like, what was he saying? Just do the thing. Make it feel real. So he slaps himself a little bit, like everyone sees him go.
Yeah. But in fact, you know, as you're doing your performance and people are looking at you, and honestly, you don't hold them. You know, they kind of like look back to what they were doing or whatever. Saturday hasn't come out.
I start to get worried.
Hmm.
And have we left the atrium at this point?
No, you came out into the atrium to distract everyone there, so he could go past.
Yes. Okay.
Chrys. Saturday, you notice him walk past the bouncer.
I think you mean Mac.
No, Chrys.
As in, he's
As
dressed
in,
as Mac.
Saturday looks like Mac.
Oh,
I knew the
right.
plan,
But
so I know.
She knew the plan. So.
I knew the plan.
So I thought you meant Mac notices Saturday. I was like, no.
And
No,
I'm like,
sorry.
"Never
Sorry, I
fuck
confused you."
off." So yeah, no, he was in the Wolverine film. Have you seen that one?
I don't think he was in any of these.
I'm sure he
To-
was. 'cause
not
he's
to
the
my
guy with the
knowledge.
chops.
No,
No?
that is not him.
Who was that then that I'm thinking of?
Well, in the
Yeah, because
In
it's
films?
Saber-tooth is like Wolverine's.
Sabretooth has never been in any film.
Really?
No, definitely, I would know. He would have told me.
Do you know Saber, the comic character?
Comic? I don't know comic.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Sabretooth.
Do I know Sabertooth?
Are you asking me, the GM, or are you asking...
Asking.
Oh, okay. How can I know? Have you met him?
Well, what's his not X-Men name?
Basia.
What? That's great for him. It's great for him. Yeah, no, I really didn't realize that was just the name. It's good talk.
Are you okay? You look,
Just cramps.
You should go sit down. You should maybe eat someone.
Maybe I should eat someone. That would be great. But yeah, no, just having a really wonderful chat with you. So, what's
Chrys.
your? Sorry. Uh-oh, I think it is time.
I think it is
it's
time, yeah.
I think it's time. It's not my fault.
So, are we going after the bouncer, or are we going to go eat someone?
Going after him, like throwing a punch, or going after?
Oh, I doubt you'd go after to drink him off the top of
No.
my head.
That'd be really awkward.
Yeah, it really is a case of like either you're just gonna like I can see Chrys taking this two ways. Either she's just gonna stop thinking and just embrace the hunger, or she's just going to stop thinking and just lash out in kind of like a, you know, I don't understand what's going on. I just need to hit something. I need a fight. I need to like purge all the built up stress and.
She's gonna end up eating someone.
Okay. That's easier. You know where to go. It's just straight through the straight through into the lounge, yeah.
I'm hungry, Carl. I need to go. And I'm just gonna charge into the lounge, I suppose.
Okay.
Excuse me, Max.
Okay. Yeah, that lets you through. And there's like people in there kind of sitting down, and everyone's taken because the way it works is they get spoken to, they get seduced, they get convinced, however Kindred generally approach someone in the happy room, and then they go together into the lounge and then start feeding. So everyone there is feeding, or there's feeding happening, and there's kind of pre-banter and things like that. But it's all out in the open. It's very orgy-tastic in a disturbing way. But
Oh no.
would you like me to dictate, or would you like to?
I think you're better rolling with it. I was kind of just gonna demand someone and take it from somebody else.
My thoughts would be there wouldn't be a demand. There would just be a take.
This is mine.
But not even this is mine. Literally just go up to someone, push the person out the way, and take the drink.
Yep.
Is there a target in mind in terms of who you are stealing off of and who you're going for, or is it literally just? I mean, is Chrys looking for, someone who doesn't look particularly strong and she can just push around?
I don't really think that she cares right now.
Hmm.
Probably somebody ruggedy, because it is like stealing from Basia and her. It's like, I'm irked, I'm mad about Basia.
Well,
is probably ruggedy.
the majority of Kindred here, and there's a fair few of them, are pretty looking, very sensual, a lot of them remind you of Tess.
Sorry, Tess.
So there's not really anyone who fits that. There's a few people who are muscly, but it's in that kind of like oiled, muscly,
Oh,
kind
that's
of.
so irritating. One of those.
One of those, okay.
Yeah.
Roll me strength brawl.
What?
Would you like to re-roll?
Wow, yeah. Wow, I can't believe I failed that so bad. 3 successes.
That's 3 successes. That is 1. So yeah, you storm in. There's like this guy, top off, in kind of like in kind of like jeans and yeah, fuck it, sandals. And he's just kind of like, he's doing this very like sensual kind of like, yes, my dear, come to me, come and stare into my eye, and then it's like Chrys just goes poof, and like he goes flying across the room, and Chrys just grabs the girl and just bites down on her neck. You may take hunger off.
Yay.
How much hunger do you have?
I was on 2.
On 2. Okay. Seeing as this is your first time kind of really losing control, I will let you go with how Chrys would play this. I feel like I know. In the future, as you continue losing control, you will have to start rolling willpower to resist drinking all the way. For now, I will let you decide as Chrys.
I really think it was just about like the release. Of
Yeah,
it.
I think, but yeah, I think it was losing. I don't think
back of mind, it's reminded of like Winnie.
Yeah. I think like my thought behind this is like, you're not looking for the release of killing someone. Like when you drain someone completely as a kindred, that last drop, you go down to 0 hunger.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel human, and it makes you feel alive, and that type of thing. I don't feel like Chrys is looking for that. She's just looking for the distraction of feeding and the distraction of like, sating her hunger. So, when I will now ask, would you like to completely drain them?
No.
I feel like you do drain them further than you need to, though.
Yeah. It tastes like ice cream.
Tastes like ice cream.
Um,
So you
And
kind
then
of
gonna like lick the wound and sort of.
yeah, just lick the wound and just.
That's nice.
So we'll come back to that momentarily. Cassius, you see the guy, the other door security on the other door. Oh no, you wouldn't because you're still in the atrium. Sorry. So yeah, Cassius. Saturday hasn't gone past you, as far as you know.
He's gonna wait a beat, look around, and then he's gonna have to press forward because like he doesn't know what's happening ahead, especially as Chrys is out there alone. And like so he at least knows that he's got Mac behind him.
Yeah.
So he's going to like press ahead and then like try and figure out where he went from there.
Oh, great. Okay. So you probably see the tail end of Chrys storming off as she storms into the lounge. Saturday's nowhere to be seen. And you walk out past the bouncer who was on the thing. You're acting casual and and etc. Yeah. So I think we need to quickly ask Mac what he does just in case he comes to join you or.
Well, I'm stuck in a room with an old lady at the moment.
Yep.
Is she snapping out of whatever she's in? Like, what's she doing right now?
It depends how long you wait. More than a minute, or you just like wait a few beats?
If it's for a minute, she'll be snapping out because Mac would have waited a few minutes. So
yeah. Then
as she shows signs of coming to, Mac will wrestle the old lady to the ground and attempt to gag her and bind her any way he can figure out using his belt or her clothing. Failing that, he'll knock her out.
I think you're gonna have to knock her out. Like, yeah.
Mac will just knock her out then.
There's a certain point of stripping off in a club where you just can't hide the fact that you're slowly getting naked. And if you walk out without a belt and without a top and a...
Yep. It's fair. It's fair. If there's nothing to be done, I will try. Good Lord, this is pushing it even for Mac.
I mean, do you just want to knock her out? Like, you want to give her a tap, or?
Oh yeah. I just want to bonk on the head, like.
Okay.
Yeah, I will say the word "forget" first, though, just to confuse her a little bit more.
I mean, forget lasts for like the last 5 minutes and leaves them. You know what, Mac?
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's really good is if she's just coming out of it, you probably have the time to feed off her, and that will put her in a daze for a while, enough for you to get away.
But I don't like drinking people.
I mean, you could go for forget.
I'm gonna knock her out.
Okay. That will
Sire.
be a strength brawl then.
Sire, oh dear.
Do you want to reroll any of those? Before I take my roll for her?
Oh, I was assuming an old lady. Like, I'm going to be being cautious, so I'll like just bonk her on the head, and if that fails, we'll see.
Well, I mean, she could be a ghoul or...
Oh, shit. Yeah. She looks like an old lady, though, right?
Sure. It's up to you if you'd like to reroll.
Everyone in here is like, this is smelling of Kindred, so...
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. That was a bad decision.
2 more successes.
That's 5.
So, what are you hitting her with? Like,
Is there anything like okay, the butt of the dagger?
the butt of the dagger. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you just crack her in the head, and she goes down. Like, little blood starts pooling on the floor. She's not moving.
As she lays there, I will just say, forget. Despite the fact it does nothing. And I will leave.
Mac, take a stain.
Yeah. No, I'm going to.
Yeah.
That was no humanity check, just stain. I don't know how it works.
Just mark off a stain in your.
Yeah.
We'll do the humanity check after you have some time to reflect on that. Incidentally, you've been around enough dead bodies to know that she's dead.
Poor girl. Seen too much.
Probably was the safest way because then you like been in and out a lot. She'd seen all of you.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it better.
Well,
but...
they did say no more liabilities, so sweet dreams, old lady. Oh God, this is horrible. I'm going to at least make it look like she hit her head on the table if she fell over or something. So like I'll just turn a chair over that she was on.
You want to set up a crime scene?
Yeah, this is
right.
horrible. I'm sorry. I'm going to quickly take her head, nudge it against the corner of the table, and put her back on the floor so there's some blood on the table, and turn over the. Yeah, and then I'm going to turn over the chair.
All right. Roll me a intelligence investigation with your. Oh no, sorry, intelligence science with your bonus. Because the knowledge of crime scenes and how to investigate them also plays into setting up a fake crime scene to cover up a murder you were involved in with an old lady. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough to where you're kind of like, yeah, I think I've done this decently.
Yeah, okay. I was ready with the reroll though, but that'll do.
I mean, if you want to reroll, you can make it look more convincing from what you do quickly.
That'll do. I tried.
Okay.
Yeah, well, a tragic accident.
Would you like to get the hell out of there?
Yes.
Are you going stealth,
in the atrium? Does the guard on the atrium look at me, or is he facing away for people walking in?
1 second.
Because whether he's looking in my direction or not determines what I do. Fuck. Mac did nothing. Yeah. Mac did something wrong.
Question.
Yep.
Takes you a little bit of time to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going straight out after you set up the fake death scene?
If there wasn't too much noise, yeah, I would slowly step out.
It was very literally like a goof.
Yeah, I would step out and I would go up to the woman at the desk. Baron's asked for about 5-10 minutes. It was a bit of a rough one.
Manipulation subterfuge, please.
Rousing blood.
God. You don't get hungrier?
That's just manipulation because I have nothing else. 3 against a crit.
Yeah. I will just go check on him.
That's a bad idea.
Steps back.
Forget. The moment she says that, I'll be like, forget.
What's the resistance against? Oh god, I'll pull it up quickly.
Oh shit! If she's expecting it, I fail. I'm rolling 1 dice for this. If she's not human, then like it fails. It's 2 dice actually.
Well, I'll allow you to not do it if it was. But you didn't know that she was. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go through with it unless
It would just be like, forget I said anything.
Yeah. So that will be a intelligence resolve versus charisma dominate.
I'll rouse the blood again. And here Mac dies.
You don't have to rouse the blood again. Off
Oh no,
like,
yeah, okay. And it's charisma dominate. It's two dice with a bonus of 1. Hey.
There you go. She rolled really badly.
Are you okay? You look a little off.
What I will tell you is that when you use the forget, it kind of muddles them for a moment.
Yeah.
So you could take that moment to step up. You'd know this because you've used it before. It'd give you a moment to step away if you wanted, as opposed to engaging with her again and possibly making things worse. Because you got really lucky with that forget roll.
Yeah, I know I did. I know I did.
If you start talking to her again, and you're like, oh yeah, by the way, the Barrow wants some time off. Oh shit, forget. By the way, the Barrow wants some time off. Oh shit, forget. It's like...
Is the door left open typically when people... I wouldn't know, actually, if the door's left open when people come out.
You wouldn't know.
Shit. Okay, I'm going to... Quick question, is the guard looking in my direction?
I mean, the door is closed to the...
Yeah, for the way out,
room.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay.
you can't see the guard, so you'd literally,
And is anyone else in here?
there's a couple of people, yeah. But they're all kind of, like, staring off in their own, like, little world a little bit. So they heard you say, like, the Baron's gonna need a couple of minutes, you know. So
Okay.
they're not expecting
Is
to go
anyone wearing a hat, a hoodie, or a jacket?
No.
Nothing that is remotely could be used for cover.
Not really. They're in kind of like just like not Sunday best clothes, but like decently dressed up, and you know.
Okay. I will. In that case, if they're dressed up and there's nothing I can, I'm gonna book it out the door, but in a calm, controlled manner, where I walk, head down to the floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything is fine.
I will make one more roll for a certain thing. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Until it crits.
No, it's still not a problem. It's basically because you walked through stealthily, you didn't get a stamp. So the guy is checking, he's not checking, but it's checking to see if he noticed you coming out without a stamp. But
Okay.
it's not a very obvious thing, and it's not something he's specifically checking for, because why would you? And therefore he needed a really high success to actually notice, and that's only 4 successes.
I'll stroll out, looking at the floor, looking solemn.
Are you leaving, or?
Do I see anyone else?
Yeah, that took a while. So question is, Cassius, what do you do?
Cassius goes through out of the atrium, or will have by this point.
Yeah. So you'd be out of the atrium. You saw Chrys walking into the lounge, like the tail end of that.
He's gonna be real annoyed with Chrys, or like maybe he went with her. He's gonna start looking around and like hang out near the exit.
Roll me a wits awareness.
Yeah. Two.
Can't see Saturday.
Shit, this has already gone wrong. Where's Chrys? Where's Chrys gone?
Chrys went into the lounge.
I think he just stands like that for like a minute, like.
And then Mac comes out and kind of like probably just like shoulder into you as he's walking past.
He's gonna go, and like avoid. He's gonna make eye contact with Mac, and then
This is turned into
go elsewhere.
This has turned into a clusterfuck of Ocean's 11.
Yeah, and he's. Oh no! He points towards towards Mac, and then towards the lounge, and he's like, "I'm gonna go outside." He points himself towards the outside. So then he leaves.
Okay. So
just as he nudges me, I just, where's the day after Friday?
Wait.
Just as I.
Well, because Cassius was very blatantly like signaling and being.
Oh,
like,
he was signaling, go on and move. Okay,
yeah,
so I
no,
would assume
he was kind of signaling but not engaging with you. So it was kind of like, you know, the equivalent of like code from across the room type thing.
Oh, right, we were at a distance. Roger, I clicked.
He tried to keep a distance from me.
Sorry, I assumed we were like stood shoulder to shoulder. Right, okay. I go wherever you signaled me to go.
And you also see the bouncer on the door of the lounge and then walk in.
To where I just left?
No, to the other one.
Oh, thank God.
You just left the atrium.
Okay.
Mac, you imagine you have a couple of minutes at best.
Yeah, the moment we converge, Cass, we need to go.
I know I've already gone outside by this point.
Okay, I'm out there with you.
He signaled to you something about the lounge and then pointed to the door and then left. And you go with him. Okay, you both step outside as you start.
If he fucking follows me, I'm gonna be like, go to the fucking lounge.
Wait, you're gonna turn around and go up to him?
Yeah, I like take the shortest amount of time, go up to him, go to the lounge, and then leave.
Okay. So Cassius, as you step outside, there's still the lines, you know, people are talking, etc. On the other side of the road, you see a guy in, like, huddled up in a jacket and hat.
Oh shit!
So let's switch over to. Would you like to give me what you're doing? Like, are you going to Saturday or going back?
No, Cass is first off really impressed, and then second off, he's going to go straight up to Saturday and walk him out of there and send a message to the others like, got day after Saturday, day after Friday, leaving.
It's the sequel to next Friday, day after Friday.
Yeah.
We bring the Winnebago.
You did. You left it. Wait. Yeah, you did. You left it like down the road a ways.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him to the Winnebago, and then I'm going to decide what I'm doing next.
Okay, that will give us a few minutes. So next thing we need to deal with, Chrys. You are like you kind of like sat down and just as Max comes in and like walks straight up to you. What are you doing?
Eating?
Yes, but you attacked one of our guests. You notice that everyone around you is kind of like pulled back and like there's.
Sorry, chaps. Seems like a better idea than, you know, going a little bit loco in the main room.
And he swears in Russian. You don't know it because it's not one of the ones you looked up. Okay, I'll get you out of here, but you can't come back.
Okay. Okay.
It's alright, everyone. It's alright. Everyone, go back to what you're doing. I'm just going to throw this one out. And he like grabs you roughly and kind of like drags you. So as you get to the door, Mac goes through the door. So you kind of come face to face.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, out you go. Enough for you.
Enough for me.
Mac, do you stand in the way? Do you get out of the way? What are you doing now?
Well, she looks like she's leaving, so.
Well, she's being thrown out.
And I've already had the text saying "get out," or am I still headed to the lounge at this point?
You would have probably got the text, yeah.
If I've got the text, yeah, kick out the troublemakers.
Wow.
Come on, and he takes you to the front door and like throws you across the road. And those come back.
Sorry.
As he's dragging her out, I'll basically follow behind him in his blind spot. That's my plan.
Okay. Are you trying to be stealthy?
Because
like once you get outside, you're trying to blend.
Trying to blend in with people leaving, but just kind of like winging him a little bit.
Yeah, you're not trying to hide, so that would probably be
streetwise, sort of. Maybe not. It's up to you.
It'd probably be. It's not really like. I don't think streetwise.
It's not streets, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say dexterity performance.
Oh, good lord! Yeah, next time.
Or manipulation performance. Would be appropriate. I know that's probably not too much difference, but at least
I'll
you have a choice.
do another rouse for this. I'm happy to.
Okay.
It's up to you if it counts. But
I mean, you succeeded anyway, so yeah.
I don't do performance, so that'll do.
There you go.
It's as much as I can hope for.
Yeah. No, that's it's good enough to slip out, especially seeing as Max is making a fairly large scene of throwing Chrys out. So you, Chrys, you get thrown, basically like pushed out, and then you, I'm assuming, walk across the other side of the road, start walking back towards the Winnebago. And Mac, you manage to get yourself out, and as you're going, you probably hear. No, he'd be speaking. Yeah, because so you hear Max like speaking in Russian, and listening over the thing, and then 3 of them rush back inside, and only 1 stays on each of the lines.
Chrys, we need to leave.
I've already gone, by the way.
That's as I'm running alongside with you.
I
guess we're running to the Winnebago.
Yeah, how did that go? Did that go great? It went great, I think.
Pretty smooth, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
No loose ends. That's what Tess said.
Yeah.
No liabilities.
No issues here either.
Nope, everything was fine. Let's go. Hey, I made someone forget something.
Both of you roll manipulation subterfuge, please.
I won't use my rouse for that.
I'm gonna fail.
Well, this is the funny thing. Both of you roll wits insight. Mac, you can use your bonus.
I actually roll well on this.
Oh yeah.
I didn't.
Would you like to re-roll, Chrys?
Yep. Oh my god. That's 8. That's 2 crits.
I think.
Wait, 2 crits?
That's 10.
That's 10.
You got 10.
I rolled 10.
Yeah.
I see into your
Wow.
future.
I think Chrys is like way too distracted by the fact that she just went a little bit.
Why do I roll it on
care.
that test of all tests? Anything else?
Well,
Chrys is like...
also, you did get equal to Max. You got equal to Max roll, so you'd probably still pick up that he's not being that truthful. But my question here is, you both failed your lie roll basically, and you both pick up. Well, Mac, you pick up everything. You realize that
10.
You realize things about Chris's past that even Chrys doesn't know yet. I think. But I would imagine that both of you realize you're both lying, and both of you are lying really badly, and you both go and just go like accepting, so it doesn't have any effect. It's just
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep. Great. Yeah. We never speak of this, Max, again.
What happens in the club stays in the club.
And so, for the sake of Sheepy's bladder, because I haven't had a chance to go to the toilet yet, let's say you all meet up, because I imagine you want to get away from here as quickly as possible as a
We
group.
drive off.
And you drive off in the Winnebago. So, Saturday is feeling grumpy and gloomy for a second while Sheepy goes to pee. Karen, you know, yeah. Have a chat about how that went because things need to be discussed.
Who's driving? I think that I wouldn't.
Cass would be driving because he got here first.
Great.
Damn it.
Great. It's probably for the best.
So, well done. Operation success, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was-
objective complete. Hey, Saturday, nice to see you again.
Hi.
I found you. You're welcome.
Yeah, why
Um,
did you go into the lounge, Chrys? I don't know what I thought.
I was really hungry all of a sudden. And it seemed like the thing to do.
I mean, you got kicked out, though. That was real smart. I like that. I mean,
I
nice.
might have stolen someone's meal.
Oh.
Good. That's fine.
But, you know, who wears sandals to a club?
Ugh, that's
really?
disgusting.
He didn't have a shirt on. It was just asking for trouble, really.
Did you kill them?
No, why would I kill them?
Well, wearing sandals. I mean, that's
a
forgivable.
bit of a stretch there.
True. Good. No one died. That's the important thing.
So I may have done that. And
It's fine. We're out of there now. We have Saturday. We can just forget that the blessed exist.
I'm not allowed to go there anymore.
And I never should
don't
go
think
back
I would
again.
allow anyone from our group to visit there again anyway. So that's probably for the best.
Okay, good. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm kind of. Max was nice.
I completely concur that we cannot go back.
Yes, me too.
Good. We're in agreement. And whatever happened in there needed to be done.
I'm not really sorry that we did what we did.
No, me neither.
I'm not that sorry.
It was quick, relatively painless.
Yeah, no pain.
Maybe he won't wear sandals anymore.
True.
To catch, pardon me, to catch myself up, how much came out as to what everyone did?
I said that I stole someone's meal.
Okay. Which is true.
And I'm not allowed to go there anymore.
Yeah, we've all agreed that we're never going back.
Probably a good idea, yeah.
And it was justified because he was wearing sandals and no shirt. So.
It's an interesting take, sure.
So, yeah, Saturday. Hello again.
Yes.
Nice to see you.
Saturday's like in the back of the Winnebago and just kind of like leans forward, like, you know. Dramatic lighting is such that you see the bottom of his face, not the top type thing.
Because he's got Mac's hat on, and that makes him all black and white.
Oh, yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Hi.
You look good in the hat.
Thank you. I'd just like to say I know that was probably not the best outcome for you all, but I do appreciate you getting me out of there.
No.
Yeah.
It is the best outcome for us. You're here.
It's what we do for family, too. I do a lot more than that, too. Just know that.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, Mac Marlowe.
Oh, I am...
Reach your hand back.
I'm Saturday.
I was it was maybe my turn with Winona before you guys. I was part of the previous batch. Okay. Yeah. It's, I hadn't spoken to Winona much after, but kept in touch, did a few jobs here and there, but, you know, loyalty is still, you know, to him and his family at least, closest thing I've got.
Oh, okay. We're done.
So, I mean, are we going to kidnap 2 people in one night or what?
What?
Kidnapping if they want to escape, Mac.
Are we going to take someone else?
Yeah, maybe.
Who?
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, my God, I'd forgotten about that.
It's an ethical kidnapping. Don't worry. Much like this one.
We've been dealing with problems down in Flintbridge. I mean, I guess. Did you want to be part of the group? I mean, I can give you a place to stay, but like you said, you want to have some space, right?
Could I take a few days? I would like to just relax.
How do you like the woods?
They are dirty, but they're alright.
All right. Well, we'll swing by the pet grooming place and pick you up anything you want, and I will take you to a place no one can find you.
Do you want to drop Chrys and I off at Carrion on the way? Or would you want to save that for tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, if you want to do that, then sure.
We could speak to him if you like while you and Saturday set that up.
Yeah, I'll sort out Saturday and you sort out your side of the thing. I'll catch Saturday up, when he's done.
So,
in a few days.
You speed down Sunnytown at a blistering 10 miles an hour. Shuddering and shatter and bangs and etc. You go over the bridge. I assume once you get over the bridge, that's where you'd like to drop off.
I get my hat and jacket back too.
Hop out and head up to Carrion.
Mm-hmm.
And Cassius, you take Saturday back. He doesn't have much in the way of stuff, but he has at least a few clothes, skinny jeans and long-sleeved shirts, etc.
Mechanically, I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Was the person I fed on drunk? And should we discuss my bane?
Ooh, you'll have to remind me of your bane. They weren't drunk, though.
Okay, that's one thing. Page 73. Tranquil banes.
Oh, going too far.
Also, Vandy, I know you're listening. I'm sorry. Just for everything.
Okay.
She was saying.
I forgot about that, yeah.
I'm sorry. Should I have brought it up earlier?
No, because it wouldn't be noticeable. I've already decided on what we're going with for now.
Okay.
You realize, you're kind of uncomfortable sitting down.
I attribute it to the Winnebago for a while.
Mm-hmm. And when you get out, you realize, there's just something, back there that's a bit awkward and I think at this point you probably, check it out, subtly as you're walking. You gotta tell. It's not like a full on long tail, but there's a little bit of a tail there. Just kind of in the way, uncomfortable.
Mac, I need to go home.
Really? Does my insight of 10 carry over? Did I see the tail? Or has it just appeared?
No, she would have known about it at the time when you did that roll, so.
Gotcha. Really? But Carrion are right there.
I need to go home right now.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Is this a thing?
Mac, I have a freaking tail.
Really? Are we being tailed?
This isn't the metaphor kind of tail. This is like a freaking wolfy tail.
Okay. Well, I've seen you go full tail, head to toe, so...
And nobody will go away.
Oh. Have you tried,
Trying to get on off again.
Last time you, went oh! And then you tried doing that again? I don't know how these things work.
I don't know how these things work.
Our group is very
I need to go home.
complicated, I've noticed. Yeah, well, shall we tuck our tail between our legs and go home?
Do not make jokes right now.
Well, I mean, you could just let it hang out if you like. That
I
was
do.
literal advice.
Chrys, roll me a frenzy, please.
No.
Makes sense. Mac already invited you to punch him. Oh,
well,
you got that one.
Would you like to
Mac.
borrow my jacket? It might cover
Yes.
it up a bit better. Take my coat. It's okay.
Okay.
Maybe we should. Should we save carrying for tomorrow? Let's do
Yeah.
let's do this thing first, okay?
I need to leave. And I'm just gonna walk towards the haven. To be
Yep.
honest, not even
Which one? You going to the salon? Are you going back to your room?
the salon. Yeah, like to
Okay.
generally that direction. We're not quite there yet, so.
Mac,
Yes.
what do you do?
How early or late in the night is it right now?
It's getting close towards morning. You've probably
and
got
it's
like
what's-
like an hour or so till
3 days
sunrise.
before the meeting?
4 days, I believe.
4 days.
But this
okay.
will be so tomorrow it'll be 3 days.
I will. Yeah. So I've got like an hour before I'll need to be packing it anyway, right?
No, what do you mean?
So like we need to go to bed in an hour anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
think
enough
we'll
time
just.
to get back to your place if you want. If you want to go back to yours.
No, I'm gonna go back with Chrys.
Ready?
Just because she's got.
You haven't annoyed her enough today.
I don't know that.
I know.
She's got my jacket, so I'll go with her.
Well, Saturday's got your jacket. Unless he gave.
I got it back from
Okay.
him, and now I've given it to Chrys to cover up her tail.
Oh, okay.
And now because it seems that she's in some sort of distress, I will go with her.
All right, you head back. You get back to the salon. Chrys, are you just going?
Straight to the haven. I don't stop and take the jacket off.
But once you get to the haven.
But I mean like my
Yeah.
upstairs loft.
Oh yeah,
and
you're
lock
going
the
straight to
doors
your
and-
loft, and then what do you do with the jacket? Do you like chuck it out the window
she's
or
not
something?
taking it off.
Oh,
She's
okay.
Still like.
Okay.
Just gone straight to the
Is-
loft.
Mac, are you carrying on?
I assume you go in your room and shut the door, right?
Yeah, it's like upstairs.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
There will be a voice outside being, Chrys, you okay?
No. What?
Just seeing if I can help at all. That's all.
No. Can you remove fucking tails from people?
Technically, yes.
You can't do surgery, probably. I don't know.
He's a wizard with a knife handle.
Yeah. Well, look, if you need anything, let me know. I'm going to be on the beanbag reading the paper. We'll take the night off, yeah?
You need to just leave me alone.
Will do.
All right.
There you
I think you both bed down for the evening.
Yep.
So, Cassius, apologies to interrupt your, I think, pudding, possibly yogurt.
Yogurt.
But you head to. Are you taking the Winnebago, or are you leaving it at the? It's not much of a walk. You would probably have to stay there. No. I think you could get back just about in time for sunrise. If you
Yeah, he wanted to be
sleep
alone, so I would lead him through the forest, and I'd actually be like, so this will come later, but I do have someone that you might want to meet. So why don't I tell you about them? And I repeat the gravestone story. Oh no,
Okay.
shit! That takes us to gravestone, doesn't it? No, I'm not going to tell him that one.
You almost ended up at Gravestone's place. That would have been funny.
It would have been funny, but no, I'm not. I'm not going to send him there. That's probably a bit much for him.
You want to read a different one?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell him a different one. I'm gonna tell him a story about.
Technically
old
speaking,
king.
by the way, and you would know this by now, probably like at some point off camera, as it were, you've gone to see Gravestone, and that's kind of like when you read that story out, it attracts the attention of Gravestone. Obviously, in Gravestone's like, "Yo, come here," kind of thing, because they're like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I won't tell him about Gravestone because they'll take us to Gravestone.
Yeah.
So
You could tell him about Gravestone, you just can't read that story.
yeah. And I lead him through the mist. I show him around the camper van. I show him like
Which story are you telling him, by the way? Just out for my own curiosity.
Hang on, I have to get up the list of stories. I think I would probably tell him the one that loads first, you know? There was one about a king.
Yeah.
I'd tell him about the immortal king.
Oh, I like the Immortal King one. It's basically a king puts out, and correct me if I'm wrong here because I'm going off memory.
He has a problem,
Yeah.
and in exchange for wealth, if anyone can make him immortal, they will receive said wealth.
And I believe it's written from the perspective of the person who, inverted commas, made the king immortal.
Yes.
Yeah. And he speaks about how the king wanted to become immortal, and he offered to write an epic story about the king, so he could be immortalized forever in the memories of men, and this is that story. And then it goes on to detail how the king imprisoned and executed the one woman he loved, the storyteller. And then he says he's not going to say who the king is or the king's deeds aside from that. And then I think it signs off with, "I love you to the..." He says basically, my revenge on the king is
that he's not immortal anymore.
He's not immortal, I'm not going to immortalize him, and I'm just going to immortalize the woman I loved. And then it's like, "I love you..." I can't remember off the top of my head. Sarah.
Yep.
Yeah, you get through, and then... did you leave Conan here? I think Conan's here, actually, yeah. So...
Yeah, Conan's here, probably filthy.
He's been...
Again.
He's been enacting your request order.
Yep.
And he's still, like, chasing after rabbits. He hasn't been super successful. Just purely because he doesn't have anywhere to hold them is the problem. So he chases them back here and, like, down into holes and into burrows and stuff, and then goes off for more rabbits, and the rabbits just come out and start hopping away. And he's having fun, so he bounds up and kind of like bashes against you, and you kind of wobble, and he has a very self-satisfied doggy feeling to him, where he's like, "I have been crushing this shit, bro. I've been chasing rabbits. They've been captured. That we must have like 10,000 like trapped around the area here now, because he keeps seeing the same rabbits and trapping them again, and then they run away. But he doesn't know that they're new rabbits. They're the same rabbits. They're new rabbits, you know?
Yeah. No, great job, dude. You've like you said, you crushed it. He's gonna get lots of loving and pets, and I'm gonna turn to Saturday and be like, Now, I know you said you wanted to be alone.
A shout is acceptable.
Conan can stay with you. His name's Conan.
Conan. Okay. I do like dogs.
Don't eat him.
I will not.
Thank you. He'll probably chase you a rabbit if you get really hungry.
I have never eaten an animal before, but I doubt it will be a couple of days, and then I will come back and
Okay.
you will remember that you need to come and collect him. So.
Yep.
Because otherwise he'll just wander off into the mist and then just end up back here over and over again. So.
I do tell him that, like.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, the reason people can't get to you is because without me, no one can get through that. Points to mist.
There is a huge flaw in the ward that you had arranged. It is a very effective ward for the most part. It just has, a strange guardian, enacting it, as it were.
Yes.
Which you still need to talk to Shelby about.
Oh yeah, fucking. I remember on the way back, I'm like, oh yeah, that fucking little slime ball said he. Oh. I look at my watch. Shit. Tomorrow. Won't make any fucking difference to him anyway.
He probably thinks it's been like 5 minutes since you were last there. Oh, it's almost going to be a callback if you go visit Shelby at this stage, where it's just like, oh yeah, I remember Shelby. Like episode 2, episode 3. That's great.
Yeah, I go back to the Haven with the others.
I would imagine at this point, Chrys is probably like grumping on the beds and falling asleep, and Mac is like laid out with a newspaper over his face on the beanbag when you get downstairs.
Yeah, I go to Mac like, so what's his face say? The guy who no one can remember.
Kafka.
We didn't really have the opportunity to speak. Seems that no, Chrys picked up some tail, got a bit of an issue with that, so,
I did not take her for that kind of girl.
Well, neither did I, but yeah. I said to her, tuck it between your legs, we'll go home. And she, nearly flipped.
Yeah. Well,
it's like this big, too.
I'm confused. I'm going to bed.
Okay. Just don't bring it up with her.
How can I? I don't know what you're talking about.
Good move. Good night, Cass. We'll get back to work tomorrow, eh?
Yeah.
And that's forever going to be a misunderstanding.
Yes.
Cass is like mildly impressed, like, huh.
Although it does last for an extra day, so I imagine you'll see it tomorrow. Unless it's very possible that Chrys will just stay in her room the entire day tomorrow and just be like, nope, not dealing with it. It's not happening. This day is a wash. Yeah, we'll see. So, as you all bed down, let's get a rouse check from everybody.
Yeah, that thing we do.
Seriously, Cassius. You need to talk to your dice.
He is a thirsty boy.
And unfortunately, for someone, we are ending the episode here. Hey, Peachy.
Hi, Peachy.
Hi, Peachy. We're only doing this because of you, by the way.
Yeah.
This is your fault.
We don't want to be here with you.
Sorry.
No, but we got a little bit more time before we head off. I think we all learned something about planning and Kindred. It wasn't really. To be fair, you did pretty well for an off the hoof plan and everything.
Best laid, best laid plans.
Yeah.
I think if Saturday wasn't there, it would have gone terribly wrong.
Well,
But
if Saturday wasn't there, you wouldn't need to do it.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, yeah, I know,
swings
yeah,
and
yeah.
roundabouts, you know?
Yeah.
He was the only competent one in that scenario.
Well, he's got good dexterity and good stealth, so
I was great at being distracting.
You really were.
I was really wondering if that would have been the distraction that got everyone out. And I actually have a few questions for you guys in general, but before
I
that,
excelled at knocking someone out.
you overachieved at knocking someone out, dude.
They're knocked out permanently.
They knocked out the game. Mac. Okay.
Yeah.
So how humanity works, just for all of you involved, is you
you
cross
tick that
out
side.
the end.
Yes, I've forgotten.
Yeah. So if you roll your humanity, Mac, we will see how you are doing in humanity.
And I don't add or minus anything. I just go with what the dice says.
Yep.
So it says 5 naturally, but I have 7 red dots. How does that work?
What do you mean 5 naturally?
So when I just click the word humanity, it brings up humanity box with the number 5
You should roll
in it.
remorse.
Oh
Is the one
yeah.
you should be
Sorry,
rolling.
you roll remorse. is what
I
you
roll remorse.
Yeah, that's me being dumb. That should be 2 dice.
You're on 7 humanity, right? And you took 1
Yep.
stain?
Yeah, once.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be rolling 2 dice. That's
Well,
weird.
roll me another d6, please.
I'll just click it again.
Okay. Well,
No hex.
Mac, you lose a humanity.
Yep.
Just and the way remorse and humanity works is when you take the time to sit down, the remorse you feel connects you to humanity when you do things like this. So effectively what this means is you sat down, you went, that old biddy, yeah, and then just went to sleep. And, you didn't care.
Sounds about right.
So, as I said, I'm probably going to have a few questions for some people. But let's go around the room and see how everyone feels about the episode. Start with Cassius and Jersh, unless he wants to finish his food.
No, I'm all right. I'm just eating Jaffa cakes.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Josh. I had a blast playing Cass today. Obviously, the decisions he made today seemed rash, but I promise you there are reasons for that.
Yeah.
And now we got a Saturday who's, a relatively chill fella, despite being a grumpy bastard previously.
Yeah.
And I am looking forward to talking to him and learning more about Saturday, once he gets his head clear and comes back to live with us, and we're all one big happy family that I'm sure won't have any problems. And then we can finally kidnap Mouse as a family.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do, right?
So I won't say too much for Cassius because I don't give anything away that people don't know. But how funny is it to you, Josh, how Cassius has his stuff and his thing and, his goals and all this type of thing? How funny is it that Cassius gets pulled in every other direction where he's just it's questioning the very nature of Cassius at all times?
So, I think
I love how conflicted he is.
The thing is, sometimes he's conflicted, but sometimes he just makes a decision that other people are bad. I do a similar thing, but it's nothing like that.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I'm better than that.
I'm better than that. That's a disgusting sham you're pulling over on people there.
Yeah.
By the way, do the exact same thing for me later. Cool? Bye.
But I feel like Cassius kind of sometimes just rejects that part where he's like, you know, I don't do these things. I'm not like that, you know, kind of.
Oh yeah, exactly. There's some denial in there.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And how as a player, did you feel bad for Saturday when you were talking to him to be like at the start? Because like you know, he's had a little bit of a rough time.
he's had it rough. I'm glad. Like as soon as he was like, I don't like it here, I was like, okay, now we can like. Because if he was like, oh, I really like it here, they've been so nice and they've helped me out, and now I've got this thing I'm doing, and then I would have been like, yeah, but they actually secretly suck, right?
Yeah.
And then I would have been the asshole, not them. And this completely flipped it for me, so it's fine.
Well, luckily for you, the ministry and you know that whole everyone there is just they're kind of assholes.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
Very, yeah.
Which is what, yeah.
Back and also Hydra. How did you do?
Oh, that was something. That was something. Yeah. I love it when a plan comes together.
Came very close to a fight a couple of times.
I bet. Yeah.
Which would have been super interesting considering all like a decent percentage of their muscle is Vasir born, as it were.
Where, yeah, I was like, as Hydra, I was thinking during that, oh my god, we're going to die. But as Mac, I was like, meh. And I made someone forget something, which worked, which was
You did. You didn't use
surprising.
Power, you just bashed their brains in, but they did forget.
No, the receptionist.
Oh, no, I know.
But yes, the old lady, yeah, she did forget because she was unexpecting human.
She forgot, but she won't be forgotten.
Yeah, that was a very that was a harder decision for Hydra than it was for Mac. For Mac, the decision was fairly obvious. If he had no choice, if he had no options to bind her.
I did bait you a little bit by playing on the paranoia of like, oh, she could be a ghoul or like.
Yeah.
That basically was just like, hey, do you want to do more damage to this person who you're almost killing already?
It was a very kindredy place, but yes, you did bait me into that. But I would have, even with a roll of 3, I would have been happy with the result, which was honestly probably the best result from Mac's point of view.
Yeah,
like given his philosophies. So yeah, it
does make sense for Mac.
It's quite jarring as a player to do, but as a character, it makes sense. Damn these Russians not wanting to talk to me, but now at least I know they're putting it all on. So next one I go up to, I'll be
Mac
like,
doesn't know.
Well, I know that they did know Pavlov, but lied to me. So I don't know if they're actually smart, but
well, they were like. Yeah, kind of. Mac, because when you did the insight roll on the conversation between, you said you were concentrating on.
Oh no, I'm
Chrys.
only putting 2 and 2 together because Chrys came back and was like, "Oh, we're brother and sister." So I'm like, well, of course they know.
I said we're bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assumed you meant family.
Mac may have translated it a different way.
Maybe. I'd assumed you meant family, but okay. Yeah, that was good. The plans come together. We have people now that might not be as friendly towards us.
Yeah, I think this is the first time you've openly like made an enemy.
Yeah, and they're the opposite end of the city, at least.
Yeah, they are going to be at the meeting though, so they may bring that up.
Yeah, that's right.
Technically, you might be fine because even though there's a truce, you didn't do anything. You didn't kill anyone at least? No, you did.
Wait, what? Yeah, we killed someone.
But
no,
like,
the story is
you didn't like attack the.
The story is that the old lady fell over, slipped, hit her head on the table, and died. And Saturday panicked and left, and we'd already gone. and everything is fine.
And nobody attacked any of the Kindred.
And I will roll a 0 on that manipulation subterfuge.
And
to
then
sell it.
insight yourself and be like, damn, I didn't do well on that.
Like, that was not a good lie. Oh dear. Yeah, it didn't kill any Kindred that unless they're very squishy. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, good. That was great.
But you'd be able to tell if they were kindred, like the...
Yes, yeah. So yeah, wonderful. We'll get down to Mouse eventually.
I mean, there's no rush on it. Well,
no. But then the meeting and all this other stuff.
Yeah, if you want to do it before the meeting, you've got a few days.
Yeah. Well, we'll see next week what happens. We'll see.
And Chrys and Tash. Wow, you stumbled into something there, didn't you?
Yep.
I wanted to give you a little push, and just because I didn't know whether you'd want to go and talk to them or.
No, I appreciate it. And I think it made sense because Chrys has mentioned it a few times now to Cass and stuff, and to Celine plans, and this is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
As when we were concerned about getting into a fight, I was like, yeah, I'll just tell him to get out of my fucking way. But
everyone in the chat's like, pulling a Vandy. What's it like to be Vandy? Tash is the new Vandy.
Well, he's, Vass's other name is Sabretooth, and I can turn into a Wolverine, so...
What can he turn into?
Probably a fucking saber-toothed tiger.
And how long has Sheepy been holding on to that? Is it around the Cyclops time, maybe?
Why? Apparently we're all superheroes. Oh, God. Yeah, there's a lot to deal with. It's going to be... Chrys is going to learn Russian. And it's all going to be fine.
You can totally learn Russian, yeah.
That's the plan. That's her distraction plan.
I just, it's just one of those things where it was too perfect when you were like, let's go with Wolverine for the animal.
Yeah.
And then we did the whole Cyclops and everything, and I was like, I hadn't considered it before, but I was like, well, I should probably figure out what Vassia will turn into. And because of Wolverine and the comic book connection that we'd made already, I was like, he has to turn into a saber-toothed tiger, because Wolverine and Sabretooth is like the classic X-Men rivalry, or it was for a long time.
Yeah.
So.
And I think there are some little sneaky things that came up.
Yeah, there's
I
a
caught,
few...
but I'm gonna watch back because.
You don't want to comment on them yet?
Well, kind of. So obviously, Max had said about Vassia not being his sire, so that's interesting where they're all coming from. And...
Well, he didn't just say like he's not my sire. I believe he said like he doesn't sire.
Said something like none of us are or something.
Yeah.
So Chrys played that off, and mob boss, I guess. Let's do that. Yeah. That's Chris's new plan in life.
Yeah, turns out you have gangsters to call upon, apparently.
Gangrel gangsters. There's a lot to process, and now she has a tail for a day, but she doesn't know how long for. Mechanically.
Yeah, because she doesn't she doesn't really know much about the whole thing. She hasn't done much frenzying.
First frenzy.
Gangrelsters, dude.
Gangrelsters.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. Great. Didn't kill someone though, so really winning out of the group today.
Oh yeah.
Yep, no one
Didn't
got
check
hurt.
if she killed him actually. Or hurt him.
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of like threw him away and etc. So hurt, definitely. Killed, not so much.
Not so much.
So usually I sign off on YouTube and then sign off on Twitch. But I guess I could do that because I'm gonna edit the video if I remember.
We're going to talk to Mac?
We did.
Did we?
Yeah.
You went,
Oh,
you
for some
met
reason I
me.
blanked that.
I think you were
It's for the
Oh
best.
no,
you were on
I
the
was like-
Jaffas.
yeah, I was too
It's for the
busy
best.
scoffing down Jaffa cakes.
There wasn't
You
too
killed a
much
man.
to say
Bad
other
boy.
than losing a
Old
humanity
lady.
today. But
Old lady.
Basically
Old lady.
killed someone's grandma.
Yep.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
now she can be with the person who she was talking to
Yeah, yeah.
at the Saturday. It all wraps up neatly.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then someone comes in to visit you guys and is like, I lost my nan and my granddad. And Saturday's like, okay, let
Is
me
on
just
the
sum
right
oh no!
side
When
of
you
the
when
bed.
Saturday starts like busting out the Ouija board again, it will be her being like, "Get that
That's
fucking
him!
detective."
That's the
Yeah,
man!
they
He
killed me.
killed me!
Oh dear.
So yeah, let's
no.
send you guys over to... You know what? I'll sign it. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Links in the description for everyone. They're awesome. Give them love. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Bye!